1442, and the CD is called The Best of the Roost Years. So until next week, join me again then. Until then, goodbye now. 88 to 91 FM, this is Radio 2 from the BBC.
The news now at 10 o'clock, this is Charles Nove. A nurse who stole more than £1,000 from a terminally ill patient has been jailed for 6 months by Edinburgh Sheriff Court. John Selfridge, an auxiliary nurse at the Edinburgh Royal Infirmary, admitted using the man's bank card 3 times. The parents of a 12-year-old boy who returned to lessons today after his exclusion was overturned on appeal have accepted the school's offer of individual tuition. Teachers at Hebburn Comprehensive in South Tyneside had earlier threatened strike action if Graham Cram was allowed back into normal classes. His father, Peter, said it was a difficult change to accept.
Well, he had a lovely smile on him this morning. He's had on all weekend. And I've had to leave him in that room, and that upset me. You see, he doesn't know what's going to happen to him. And, I mean, he's only a child. I don't know who's in the room. He's been brought up, all these children, you see, from infant school. He's always went to school with them. That's just all his friends.
A 14-year-old boy has died after he was buried by sand on the mid-Wales coast. It's understood he'd been tunnelling into dunes near Borth in Nove. He'd been staying with his family at a holiday caravan site. A British tourist has been murdered in a popular resort in the Philippines. The body of Linda Dockins, who was 35 and from Berkshire, was found in a holiday cottage she'd been renting. Up to 35 people are feared dead after a supermarket collapsed in the centre of the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. The victims were mostly street traders hit by falling masonry and passers-by who were sheltering from a downpour. A group of Liberian refugees have refused to reboard a cargo ship at a port in Ghana after the authorities allowed the boat to be restocked with food. One report suggests that 30 people said they wouldn't return to the bulk challenge following medical checks on a barge offshore. OJ Simpson has given his first interview on British television since he was acquitted last year of double murder. In a 15-minute appearance on The Tonight Show on Granada Television, he said that he'd initially fled from police when they tried to arrest him because he was confused and in pain. A valuable collection of silver which lay hidden in an East German forest throughout the Cold War has been sold at auction in Geneva. Count Alexander Lunar Redern buried the silver during the final days of the Second World War, but recovered it last year. From Geneva, here's Owen Bennett-Jones.
Count Lunar Redern's silver went for £166,000, well above Sotheby's expectations. The price was doubtless helped by the story associated with the collection. In the closing days of World War II, when he was just 16 years old, the Count had decided that the family silver would be safer underground. So in the middle of the night, with cannon fire ringing through the air and risking detection by the Nazis, he went into a forest to bury it all. For 50 years, the treasure lay undisturbed. Then last summer, the Count returned, and with the help of a rough map he'd drawn back in 1945, he managed to find his valuables and reclaim them.
The weather, a chilly night with ground frost in many areas. Tomorrow, most places will be dry with sunny spells. BBC News at 3 minutes past 10, our next at 11.
24 hours a day. Entertainment, Radio 2.
Hello, Derek and Alan here. Stand by for blasting. We've got columnist Richard Littleton on the programme tonight. Without doubt, the most abrasive commentator in Britain.
No wonder they call him Irritant of the Year. Tomorrow night is right up my street. Feng Shui, the ancient Chinese art of spreading love and joy in our homes. Our guide is expert Derek Walters.
Friday night on Wednesday, and a show business legend on Thursday. Once upon a time, it was Elvis, the Beatles, and this lady. Yes, the sensational Connie Francis. The Jamesons, 10:30 to midnight, Monday to Thursday. Simply the best.
BBC Radio 2.
Hello and welcome from me, David Jacobs, to the Hippodrome Golders Green. From the BBC Big Band and their musical director, Barry Forgy. The slurping saxophones of tonight's unsung hero, Billy May.